Hello Hattrickers, this is episode 118 of Let's Play Hattrick in San Marino with Intercalvaheo. Long-time viewers of the series will know that we are in a similar spot with the cycle in Denmark, and I've actually come to a realization that I need to make some adjustments to the training planner. Once again, that will be one of the things we will focus on in the training update. We also play against BKS Union Belize this week, and hopefully we can find some new blood for the academy because we really need it. We need a new gem in order to boost the finances even more. So hopefully we can find such a guy when we call the scouts. Now let's move over to the senior training department and check out this week's training update. So this week we had Francione joining Zanotti at Titanic Playmaking, and that's just lovely to see, really. But I was confirmed in the idea that Zanotti was about to drop in form, as he's actually dropped to solid form from excellent. Not a lot of form changes, really. Bledvoski down from solid to passable, but we are doing quite well in this regard. Now I really want to make an adjustment to the training plan here, so I'll go ahead and swap to scoring training and save here. I'll show you guys what I'm doing in the planner here because I've actually added 4 weeks of scoring at the end of the season here. It makes more sense to train scoring in an easier environment, which Division 4 will really be for us. There's some limitations coming with the scoring training. Now, it may be a bit of a gamble in regards to the situation where we need to score as many goals as possible. So even though I've moved 4 weeks of a 14-week scoring stint here in the training plan to right now, it may not actually be executed this way. We will be in a hybrid situation. It could be that we need to train playmaking in order to be able to field a stronger team against Lokomotiv Ladendicht, for instance. We'll try to balance getting some scoring training done while we are still in Division 4, and I would definitely prefer to be able to train playmaking while we are still in the Cup next season, because we want to try to go as far as possible in the Cup, obviously, to make more money. So a bit of a hybrid change here, marked as a 4-week scoring stint at the moment, but it could be interchangeable according to what we actually need. One thing remains a fact: we need to train 14 weeks of scoring during the whole cycle plan. Now let's move over to the academy and see if the scout has this gem we need so badly. Time to call the scouts. Think of a beautiful Hattrick moment and let's see what they have. Oh, he's actually powerful and he's overall 6, but 16 years old. Federico Rosato. Alright, we have to think about a positive Hattrick moment as well, because he could be useful, but he has to be close to 16 years. Close to 16 years, come on. Oh, he's not. He's not even near close to 16. He's closer to 17 years of age. That's not a good pull. Unfortunately, we have to sack this guy. There we go. At least it was an easy decision. On Sunday evening we played against BKS Union Belize, and it proved to be a bit of a gamble trying to train scoring in this match. If you look at the lineup, we had Zanotti and Francione alongside Volukis up front. Expected goals were 5-1, but eventually we ended up winning only 3-1 in this one. And until the hour had passed, we were actually looking at a draw here, but 60 minutes into the game, Trastoli gave us the lead with an attack down the left. Before that, Stevie Benton had scored 14 minutes into the match, and in the 90th minute, Volukis cemented the victory 3-1 for us. It's a little more exciting to follow this match than I would have liked. We have to take a look at the league to check seed. We have still won all of our matches, which is very satisfying to see. But if we look at the promotion status, we are actually losing ground. When we compare ourselves to the teams just above the line, we are 5 goals behind at the moment. Hopefully we can turn it around in the remaining 4 games. And we also have to remember there's also often teams playing against number 2 in the league, and there could be some differences in the final round of the season for sure. So we just have to keep trying our best to score as many as possible in order to be ready to overtake anyone slipping up in the race. On the top scorers list, we still have Volukis firmly ahead of Savoldi from Ladendicht. 3 goals is the gap at the moment. He's scored 14 so far. Now, the final thing I want to do in this episode is, of course, to reveal the giveaway winners, which were drawn during the halftime against BKS Union Belize. Here's how that happened live on stream last Sunday. Starting out with a draw for the Hattrick mug. Okay, we're ready to find the value for the Hattrick mug. That's number 30. That's Peaky, or Pete McLaughlin, 6350. Okay, Hattrick Eco T. That means we have to change this to 32. Drawing now for the Hattrick Eco T. What a crazy coincidence. Steve, how? Steve, you just won another. How did that happen? Congratulations to Peaky for winning the Hattrick Manager mug. That's the one he's chosen already. And congratulations to Stevie for winning another Hattrick Eco Tee. What a weird coincidence. Very lucky, for sure. If you enjoyed this week's episode, please consider liking the video and posting a comment in the comment section below the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.